What's good, everybody? It's your boy Jay, you know, representing for Bros with No Hoes Podcast. I ain't got no hoes because you know why? It's grind time, baby. It's grind time, baby. We out here working, baby. Grind time, baby.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? You are listening to the Bros with No Hoes podcast. No disrespect.
No disrespect.
I want to thank my boy James for dropping that video on us on why he ain't got no hoes.
It's grind time, baby.
Grind time all the time.
Yes.
Never stop. 24/7, 366.
Yes.
It's a leap year, right?
That's right. Wait.
Is it?
I don't know.
I think it's a leap
I'm
year.
not sure.
It's 20. Is it a leap year?
Is it? I don't know. I forget.
It's gonna roll.
But it's grind time, baby. And not only that, but we live. We live. Brand new episode 16.
16. Yes,
16
yes.
of the Bros with No Hoes podcast. Happy to be here, man. VinceBracy.com.
Chase P, a.k.a. Chase Elamode, a.k.a. Young Pinot Grigio.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Happy to be back in your earbuds or whatever you're listening to. Thank you to everybody that's been a faithful listener and sticking with us and checking out all the cool content and stuff. But we got to start. I told you we got to start putting out some more branded content on our page. But people enjoying the little memes and stuff you throwing up. So appreciate
Those
that.
are all authentically created by Chase along with the Bros with No Host podcast
Yes.
page. Those are all organic. Not I don't think I've taken anything. Yeah.
Those
But I don't-
that's all off the top.
Those is all off the top of the
Ooh.
dome.
Creative minds. All right, so we might have to start a little meme camp. So I know a couple people that make memes also. So if anybody's interested in being a part of Bros with No Hoes meme camp, let us know. Feel free to shoot us a DM in the inbox on IG at Bros with No Hoes podcast, because we trying to build a nice little, you know what I'm saying?
nice
Little clan, a clique,
little
you know what I'm
army.
saying? Something with army. All right, I like that. So we also decided, and just like you said, if you want to be like James and be in the beginning of the episode, don't forget to tell us why you have no hoes so you can be a part of the episode. Or if you just want to sing the song, I ain't got no hoes, let us know about that. But I just came up with the idea, like, as we walked in here, I need like a few people to send me a video of them. Like, if you part of the gang, the Pinot gang, like, I just need you to send me a video of you saying, no, you don't even have to say why. Just, I am a bro with no hoes. Like, I just need a few videos like that. We're gonna put that together for IG also. It's gonna be dope. But yeah, man, we've been busy.
It's been a minute, yeah.
I've been doing my thing on the road. Got a shout out. If you watching on YouTube, please don't flame my little Wakanda jersey. I just knew it was gonna be super warm in the studio.
The T'Challa jersey.
Wearing my T'Challa Joan, you know what I'm saying, the throwback. Representing Wakanda. But yeah, man, rocking my Reggae Maniac hat. I've been on the road for the past few weeks. I'm gonna continue to be on the road for a lot more weeks. Yeah, pretty much for the rest of the year. Hosting the Reggae Maniac in different towns. I've posted the schedule before, but I'm gonna post it again in a couple of days.
Do you actually like get to see the town? Did you go to?
For the most part, all right. So it's similar to my last job, like where I'm on tour, but for the most part, like, I can go out. Like, it's a little bit more lax than my last job, but I can explore the city if I wanted to. But it's a situation where, like, I have a roommate and he buys the rental. He gets hooked up with the rental car. Like, if I wanted to rent my own car, I could be out here whipping it in the streets. You know what I'm saying? But there's really no need for me to, because we fly into whatever city at the same time, and then he drives me to the hotel and we go check out, like, whatever's in the town. Like, he's been doing this for like 7 years, so he's seen, like,
pretty much all the towns.
So yeah, so he'll be like, oh, I got a cool place to eat in Ohio, or I know some spot in Atlanta or something like that. So that's pretty dope. So yeah, we can explore a little bit. I can't wait to go to Canada, which is in a few weeks. Never been to Canada before. He said he knows a couple spots out there. So
I've been to Canada maybe 3 times.
Yeah.
I went to Buffalo, University of
that's
Buffalo.
Right. That's right. You was out there for Caravana.
I actually never been to Caravana.
What? Oh, you're not thotty enough for that.
I'm not a thotty like
you ain't got no hoes.
I'm not a thotty like that.
If you need, anybody that, if you looking for some hoes, not that I know, my girl Jazz is in here, but I completely forgot to announce Jazz was in here. So shout out to Phoenix. We recorded in Phoenix MPM Studios once again. Happy to be here, and my beautiful girlfriend is here just because we need some female backup for some stuff later on. But yeah, and she didn't want to be on camera too, so I don't know if you're gonna see her. But yeah, Caravan is where the hoes at.
It is. That's where I'm hearing everybody goes. I had a couple friends go to Caravana. I've never been to Caravana, but I've been close to Toronto. And Niagara Falls, because Niagara Falls is literally right there.
Yeah.
So Canada's nice. It's a nice place. There's good people there. People are just genuinely nice there. Yeah. So yeah, Canada. Shout out to all the Canadians out there. You see, Toronto Raptors is doing their thing.
Yo, the Raptors is killing it for my sports fans out there.
They looking good. I mean,
I think my guy Giannis taking this though. Or I don't know how Curry and them doing, but
I don't know. I mean, really, I would like for a team to just beat the Warriors because I'm just tired of the Warriors.
I think Giannis might be the one.
But I mean, both these teams wouldn't be in the conference finals if LeBron wasn't in the East. If LeBron was still in the East, then
it'd be a different look. He'd still be with Cleveland, assumingly, right?
Yeah, assuming he'll still be with Cleveland.
You think Cleveland would still be put together a little bit better?
I think
because those guys couldn't do nothing this year.
I mean, the thing about having LeBron on your team is that it's supposed to attract other players to say, I want to play with LeBron. I know. Yeah, like if I'm with LeBron, I know that I could possibly win a championship.
I feel like over the last few years, as much as you would like, I was still, you know what I'm saying, as a broke boy that's never, been in the NBA, I would be like, I need to be on the team with LeBron.
Yeah,
like,
I need to be on this team.
As an MC, I was trying to work for the Lakers all last year, you know what I'm saying? But like, I feel like over the last few years, it's been a little bit more the opposite. Like people, like even Kyrie was like, oh, I'm not trying to be with him because everybody's going to think I didn't work hard or I ain't got no skills because he's on the team.
True.
So, I don't know. People seem like they've been shying away from the king for a little bit, but
I think people just want their own path now. I think Kyrie wanted to lead his own team. Who else was on that team? I mean, I honestly don't know why. I mean, the only reason why I see LeBron leaving is because it's Cleveland. Like, it's the city of Cleveland.
That's his home, though.
But who wants to live in Cleveland?
Somebody.
Anybody from like the Midwest or like Western New York, like, okay, so I went to, like I said before, I went to school in Buffalo. In Western New York, literally you wake up every morning, it's cloudy as fuck.
I bet.
It's mad depressing. It snows pretty much till fucking May.
Yo, there's people that's all they know though.
Yeah. So. And like
till May,
I could tell it'll still be cold. And I know Cleveland is like but like I know it's not exciting to go to, like it's not like a destination spot, like a big city, like Oakland or LA or Miami, New York. It's not like a big hub, Houston, Dallas. So it's like if you in there, like the fun place in those areas, it's like very small.
Word.
And it's like a common place that you're always gonna find yourself going to.
Yeah, that's why they said J.R. Smith wasn't gonna enjoy himself out there.
Yeah, because it's not like New York where you have places that not only are good but like have that a bit of unpredictability to it. Like one night is popping, another night it's another type of night or whatever. It's not like that in some of these places like Ohio and fucking Michigan and all that stuff.
The reason everybody's saying that LeBron moved to LA was to take over his media business. So he's setting himself up for post basketball.
Yeah, for after, which is a good move.
Agreed.
So I mean, but at the same time, I don't think I can see a player wanting to go to Cleveland. Even Giannis in Milwaukee is like,
it's random.
I'm sure after a while he's gonna be like, yo, I can't stand.
But he's from Greece though, so you know what I'm saying. Like he don't have nothing to really compare it to. He just like, I always said I was gonna play in the NBA. I just watched some random like short film on Giannis. I freaking love this dude, man. You can't not root for him.
He's dope.
But yeah, he came. He's like, I always dreamed of playing in the league. You know what I'm saying? They was the first team to grab at him. I guess I don't know if did he get drafted actually?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure if he was a part of it. I think he might have been part of the draft. But you know what I'm saying? When you're these overseas guys, most of the time you're not looking at him. And I think he was super young when they brought him in too.
Yeah, he was like 20.
Whatever the Bucks, if they did draft him, whatever pick that they got him at, they got lucky. He just turned out to be the best one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
it was nice. But yeah, thank you for our basketball. Jazz is looking at me like, y'all just gonna talk about basketball? So what else do we got? Did we talk about everything that we did? I talked about Reggae Maniac for a little bit.
I cast for a short film that I'm doing next month, which is in like a couple weeks.
Do we have a name?
We do have a name. It's called Playground.
Let's get it.
If you were following the page, you had noticed that I posted for an audition. Like if anybody wants to audition, some of y'all hit me up on my personal page. And
people hit it from
a couple people,
Bros
not like not like a lot of people.
Because I posted it too. I said it on the last episode. So all my future actors out there, please come through.
Yeah, definitely.
We're here. We trying to show love.
I'm always looking to shoot. I'm always looking to story tell. Like I'm always down to do that. So anybody interested, any actors, actresses, comedians, definitely contact me on my on the Bros With No Hoes podcast page or my personal page on Instagram. So yeah, we had an audition for
keep going my bad.
We had an audition for my short film, and we had like I want to say we had like 20-25 people come through, and we got down to 5 people who were gonna be in the film. So that was what I've been doing. And then, my boy Rich, who is my co-producer pretty much.
He the shooter?
He's the shooter / co-producer. Like, he does a lot of shit. Like, he works.
Pew, 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 pew.
Exactly. Send no shots.
Yo. You're shooting out here, yo.
Yeah, he the shooter.
I love the sound effects now. We got to keep that.
So he was, we had did some shit. I don't know. I had the camera in my bag this year. This year. I had my camera in my bag this past weekend, and we were just shooting just random shit.
As you should.
Like just random shit. And I feel like I need to, like, ever since I got a camera, like I felt this need to just document like mad shit.
You got to, man. Document as much as you possibly could.
I was watching this YouTuber. His name is YC Imaging. He does like tutorials. He shoots music videos, but he does like tutorials and stuff like that. And he said one of his biggest regrets is not having a camera like when he first started. Yeah. Like documenting like all of his shit. So I was like, damn. So ever since I got my camera, well, not just my camera now, but a camera. Yeah. I felt like, damn, I should have some stuff. Like the first camera I ever bought was a GoPro.
Really?
And yeah. So I have That's like, random. If you look at my hard drive, like I got mad GoPro shit. And then like I got for people who know cameras, I got a Sony A5100, which is like my first like real camera where I can like record.
This one that you have now?
No, this is a step up now. But even when I had that, it was just like, let me just record stuff. Like there's so much shit, videos and pictures that I have that have never, probably will never ever like see Instagram.
When we blow up, the amount of videos that I have of myself, like even now, I'm gonna do a shameless plug right now. All Snap Vince Bracey on YouTube. If you ever want to watch like random videos of my glow up, I was still fat then. And like watching me do parties and shit like that. Like I have so much random footage. Like shit. Even back to when VinceBracey.com started, like when Phoenix had me walking around with my little Kodak ZI-8. Remember that? Yeah. Come on, man. Like mad videos. Shit. Like,
you know what inspired me?
It's all content at this time.
What inspired me was remember when Diddy came out with that Can't Stop Won't Stop documentary? Mm-hmm. And like before the documentary came out, he kept like, I don't know if he was following his Instagram around
posting those old throwback videos.
Old ass pic.
He was like, "Oh shit!"
Like nobody ever seen those.
Diddy been
like,
on it.
Damn, like that's what I want.
Exactly.
So like 15, 20 years from now, I could post a video and I'd be like, "Damn, I didn't even see that."
When we blow up and our documentary come out, we got all the old videos,
all the old shits, all the old pictures.
We could start that very first Bros in the Hose video that you have in your hard drive now.
Oh yeah, we could show them that.
Crazy! I didn't even know you still had that.
We'll episode 150. We'll show them.
All right, cool. But yeah, that was us. That's recapping what we've been up to.
What's been going down?
Where we was at 18 minutes in. I'm with it. But yeah, so we want to get into the nitty gritty.
Some shit.
Let people know. People have been missing us talk about our current events and stuff like that. So definitely want to get into some serious stuff, some jokey stuff. We got a couple things lined up. Cannot go by without talking about, and I should have prepared myself more for this because I really don't like to speak on negative things, and everybody's had an opinion on it. So like I just let it stand where I stand, and my stance on this whole the whole abortion law in Alabama that's came to. I don't know if do you want to go into detail?
We can go into detail.
I'll just let you before we start. I'll just let you know straight up. My stance is like, I think the general public can agree that nobody should have control over a woman's body.
It's true.
Especially a bunch of old white men.
Old ass white men.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just it. That's where I stand. Obviously, more urban people are leaning towards pro-choice than anything. You know what I'm saying? That's just because of the way we grew up, I would say, or I don't know, maybe just morals in general. But yeah, man.
I'm not. I mean, I'm definitely not with the whole abortion shit. Simply because.
not you're not with the abortion. You're not with the
I'm
law.
not with the
You're
law.
not with the law. Wait.
I'm not with the laws.
Clear it up.
I'm not with the laws because I know niggas pull out game ain't whole ass.
Shit weak, cuz.
I know niggas out there with weak ass pull out games.
Hella weak.
So I out of respect for them, and I ain't gonna lie, I might have been in a situation or two.
Son,
you know what I mean?
Like people in Alabama clearly must not pull out. They just like, oh, God's giving right.
God give him right. Don't do it.
You gotta have that, baby.
Don't do it.
Yo, so I don't know,
baby.
I don't know what made them think that they was gonna be the front runners on the let's get these, let's have these babies. When at the same time, it's like for the most part, and I can't even say no offense to anybody listening from Alabama, but you know what I'm saying, like. Stereotypically, they talking about incest and mixed kids and stuff like that. So I was like, I want to see them
sisters and shit.
See them little oblong babies out there got coming out of there. We don't want that. But so I'm hearing it. You remember that show? Yes. So like I think the general consensus again is like,
yeah, you can't make a law.
Y'all should not be the one doing it. But I don't know if Charlemagne or somebody else has said that. It might be. I think it might have been Charlemagne. It might be a ploy to continue to increase the white population.
Oh, of course.
Just because that's majority of who's there.
Well, if you think about it,
we can't stop having these babies. Come on.
True. But if you really think about it, like historically, black women, the mortality rate in children are very high for black women. So when they go to the hospital, they try to have a children.
Also true.
Like
I forget why.
Lack of resources and all that shit, and like lack of treatment. So black women genuinely have a higher rate of babies dying during birth.
So I've heard. And
then these white women, they get more care, they get more resources, they get more access. So of course it's easier to have birth.
Okay.
And they have higher birth rates instead of mortality rates. So if you think about it and like on some like woke shit, it's basically we're going to keep the mortality rates high for black women. We're not going to give them much access. We're not going to give them much, if anything, and just let their babies die and then talk about some dumb shit about, we're sorry, we couldn't do it. You know what I mean? Some bullshit like that.
I don't know, man.
And then we're going to pass laws, because notice all of these laws that are being passed are in red states.
That's the crazy thing about it is that they went so far as to try to get laws passed. Like,
yeah. In red states, red conservative ass states where the population of white people is much higher.
Yeah.
They try to,
That's what I'm saying.
It's
So if something was bothering you about it, I don't know. I guess it's bothering them that much, But poverty is not an issue for them over there, I guess. Like, we talking about people having babies.
Definitely.
No, obviously, that's what I'm saying.
It's a huge issue.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a huge issue. But what they want you to do is be like, oh, no, you're going to have all these babies, and then we're going to complain about you being on welfare.
You know what I'm saying?
So it's a catch-22. Either you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. So it don't even really matter.
I want to say the lower class white people have welfare on lock too. Isn't that?
They definitely do, especially down there. It's a different kind of poverty when you talking about being in country.
Dirt roads.
Yeah.
Old town.
Fucking eating fucking roadkill.
Oh yeah, I seen a lot of roadkill lately. That's weird.
That is disgusting.
That might be an omen.
That's weird. Ooh. With that.
Chill, don't put that bad juju over here.
You from the word?
He said it, not me.
You from the South? Let us know.
Don't do that.
Jasmine is from Maryland, if anybody.
Jasmine is from Washington, D.C.
She's from Maryland.
That's still kind of the South.
It's the border.
It's right under the Mason-Dixon
She don't understand
Anything
that.
under Mason-Dixon.
Is it? Because I don't know where the Mason-Dixon line starts on the East Coast.
It goes through Maryland.
It goes through Maryland? Ooh, is PG County under the...
I
Under it?
believe so.
Ooh,
I
you
don't
South.
know. I never lived in
You
PG
Southern.
County, so
I tell her she's from the South all the time. She gets tight.
If you're from New York, anything past Pennsylvania
It's
is
the
the
fucking
South.
South.
and Pennsylvania is more southern than most parts of Maryland and DC. So come on, get your life.
I don't know if my United States map agrees with that. But
Stop it right now.
it might. I don't
I'm
know.
talking about mindset and
Oh,
resources.
mindset. Because they got more woods out there. They got
In
more
Pennsylvania.
woods. Being in Pennsylvania was the first time I seen deer. Now,
Yes.
I realized the part of Jersey we live in, like there's deer in our
you
little
see
backyard
deer
area.
every day.
I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I when was the first time I did I knew deers were in Jersey. I went to this all right. All right, so I went to sleepaway camp when I was a kid, right?
This is about to go left.
I went to sleepaway camp when I was a kid, and we
We were talking about abortion.
I know, right?
Go ahead.
We just went
Nah,
to
keep
fucking
going, keep
sleepaway camp.
That was one of the dopest things I always wished I could have gone with y'all at one time.
It was fun because I went to 2 different sleepaway camps. I went to first sleepaway camp I went to was like very into nature.
Okay.
So there wasn't traditional cabins. Like we slept in they had like I'm swear to God, they had like teepees. Jazz is looking at me all weird and shit.
She's like, what y'all was doing?
So
I'm
we
not
had-
with that outside.
It was
sleeping
like real
shit.
outside shit. Like
She
we
not with
sl-
nothing.
They had teepees. They had like these. Damn, I wish my sister was here because she could explain it better.
Y'all had bug juice?
Nah, we didn't have bug juice, but they had like these.
Yo, me and
other
O'Day
ones.
mad old, yeah.
Yo,
He laughed at all my references today. Go ahead, my bad.
it's, but we basically like that. It wasn't a traditional cabin. So the first time I ever seen a deer in Jersey, it was in Jersey, but it was like more southern. It was like nighttime, and like 2 of them little things like ran across our camp.
Ooh.
And I was like, "Oh shit, that's
gone.
a fucking deer."
Oh, was it deer? Okay.
It was 2 deer. No, we had 2 deers come on our camp, and then one time we had a bear.
We do
black
know
bear.
that deer is singular and plural, right?
Was he
Deer.
saying deers that whole time?
Yeah, I'm
I
just
heard him
like
say it
Deers.
once.
We
I was
had
like, he
2
gonna clean that
deers.
up.
My grammar Nazi
It's-
just
ain't
going
it 2
off in my
deers?
head.
Nah, don't get started
It's
on
2
grammar.
deer.
Deer and deer is singular and plural.
Don't
2
get
deer,
Yes.
and then 1
There
deer.
you go.
Yes, there you
Oh,
go.
I ain't even know that.
Shit.
I don't. Who says deer all the time?
Yo, people say
Me.
It's like
There you
who
go.
says.
the more you know.
It's like who says. Like nobody says dice and die that much. Like who says that?
Who are you hanging
That's not
around
a-
that you have to use that word on the regular? Is
Yo,
the real question.
Chase
That's
still
what
live in
I'm
the Bronx,
saying.
yo. He might
Exactly.
he might have to say dice a
I
lot.
have to say dice. Yo, for real.
I know at least 2 dudes named Dice.
They had so they had 2 deer.
There you go.
Deer. We had 2 deer past our camp, and then one time we had a black bear, and then they say you can't. So we couldn't. We had like a barrel where we had to put like candy, any snacks, anything that has a scent to it, because
Oh.
if not, the black bears would come on. They would smell it.
Only the black ones though.
Only the black ones. You know what them
Just
black ones.
like in
Damn.
So I remember one time we had a bear come on our camp, and like they say in order to scare it away, like you have to scream really loud. So
I
it
hope
was
they're
like
all screaming at
four
the
li-
same time.
it's like 10 to 12 little ass 12-year-olds
I hope
screaming
you had
dumb
some bass
loud,
in your voice.
like ah, screaming dumb loud to get this bear.
The bear
out.
like, oh, that's where the kid's at.
Yo, shout out to camp, man. And then that was the first time I seen deer, and that was also the first time I saw a woodpecker,
I saw a
Because it
woodpecker
was-
the other day randomly.
because it was right above our tent. We used to have this woodpecker right above our tent, and every morning all you hear was
Yeah.
like crazy. I'm like, oh my god.
My guy Woody.
So camp days back in the kids don't go to camp anymore.
Yeah. No, kids do go to camp.
Camp is expensive as
Camp
hell.
is camp is very expensive. I do parties at camps. I used to go to the Wizards events at camps and stuff like that. So camps exist and they're very popping, and I always wish I got to go to one. Never did a chance.
Camps we went to. I went to y'all gonna laugh, but I went to Asthma Camp.
I do remember that. Taj went to, right?
Yeah, we both
Yeah.
went to asthma camp.
Son, all I can give you is the slow blink.
Phoenix is dying. Jazz is not amused. But I knew that they went to asthma camp. I
That's the
remember this.
opposite of a camp.
Yo, they was the
It's
most.
supposed to be fun.
Yo.
You shouldn't have a camp based on what your ailment is.
Yo.
So, as somebody who has asthma,
Oh, you got asthma too?
I got a pump. I keep in my car. It's old as hell. I know I got to get a new one. I've been to the hospital a couple times for an attack, but
Nah, you ain't been as much as them.
I've been to the hospital maybe 3 times, maybe 3 or twice, maybe twice. You got to explain asthma camp.
Yo, asthma camp is literally.
Y'all just don't do anything.
No, everybody there has.
Everybody stay cool.
It's like a regular camp, but everybody there has asthma, and it's mad kids from the hood. Like,
But don't people
'cause
got
you know that
different
hood
triggers?
air.
People got different like
Yeah.
mine. Like for me, it's dust. Like dust for me
yeah,
is
for
like
me.
that's it. I got
Pollen fucks me up. Cats
Mad-
will fuck me up.
Mad kids having seizures at the same time. and shit.
so
The funniest thing.
Yo, get the pumps.
Yo,
I feel like essential air is just mad Proventil and on the
Yo.
different asthma pumps. Wait,
yo.
but what do y'all do? What do you
Nah, it's like regular activities. They'll have like group outings.
like half
I
of y'all
think
can't go outside though.
Damn, yo.
The funniest thing about it was that every night there'll be this long like there was this like little cabin, and it'd be this long ass line of everybody waiting to take your medication. Because they'll have because they have all your medical information. So like it's literally you just standing online.
How many of y'all
waiting.
slept with some people got to sleep with
The
the
nebulizer?
The
Yeah,
nebulizer.
yeah.
I don't think anybody had that. We had a few instances. This is a
Damn.
minute ago. There was a few instances where kids like had to go like get the nebulizer and stuff like that. But asthma camp, I went to fucking asthma camp.
Yo.
Y'all childhood sucked. I went to lit camps.
Yo,
I went to engineering camp.
Oh, that's dope.
Engineering.
I went
camp.
to a camp at a boarding school that was in like Pennsylvania, Mercersburg
She bragging now.
Academy or something. We went whitewater rafting. We went to Hershey Park. We went. We had like, what is it called? Like paintball on the campus. We
How y'all got paintball?
We had photography classes.
Paintball wasn't even popping back then.
back
No,
in the day.
we had
They was lit.
everything.
Yo, the
We
other
had
half
everything.
left nice, yo.
For real. For real. Yo, I always like I realized like you were talking y'all laughed, but I'm like, yo, in the Bronx, you said people from the hood. Like in the Bronx, asthma is like we probably the top. We
yeah.
probably the top in the world for asthma.
Most
From
polluted.
the smog.
So
Yeah,
like
it's the
yeah,
Bronx,
it's really
so.
bad. So like I was just saying like I remember like talking about the nebulizers and stuff. Like I feel like I'm a little bit more desensitized to it now, but Chase and Taj used to be so bad. Mainly Taj.
Yeah,
when it
she was
came to
bad.
when it came to like asthma and stuff like that, like they was in the hospital. Mainly Taj.
Mainly
She-
Taj,
She was in
yeah.
the sorry Taj. She was in the hospital like every other week. Like it just be like, oh damn, she in the hospital. Like shit,
Yeah.
man. You guys.
She had it bad.
Yeah, asthma,
Did she
asthma.
have? Did she have like really a lot of attacks, or was it more?
She had
like,
a couple. She was
anytime
actually,
it started getting bad, they was like, just take her to the hospital. Just
Yeah,
'cause.
I mean it wasn't like that, but most of the serious cases were like bad. Like she was actually in ICU twice. She was in a coma twice.
Yeah. Coma. I never knew she was
She
in a
was in
coma.
a coma twice. Swear to God.
Dang.
Do you
From
have
asthma?
like? Do y'all have like that twin thing? Telepathy, maybe.
Nah, that
You don't feel her pain and vice
I don't
versa?
think. I think that maybe you may want to ask a identical, maybe for
Yeah.
identical people, but I don't get that shit.
What if maybe only one of y'all she had asthma and you was just
He was just getting the symptoms of it.
yeah.
I was just kidding.
'Cause I swear it was like Chase was always good, like for the most part. Like there was times where I feel like you had a couple attacks or something.
Yeah,
like that.
I was in the hospital a couple times.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but she was.
I'm
Yeah,
still trying to wrap my
Taj
head
had her
around.
own room. They always say she had her own room.
She was in
the
a
hospital.
coma from
twice.
That's wild. And now she cooking. He's dying still. Shout out.
that's
Chef
crazy,
Taj.
though.
Nah,
That's
it's-
yeah, that's
it's-
crazy.
Yo, it was very bad. Like I'm glad. Did she still get bothered by it at all?
That's crazy.
I don't think her asthma is as bad as it used to
Thank
be.
God, man.
What were her
Thank God.
triggers? What were her?
Smoke,
That's why probably
dust,
anything.
all that stuff.
'Cause
Like
my nephew, he's a bubble kid. Like he should be in the bubble. Don't get me wrong, he does mad stuff, but he should be in the bubble. But he's a nebulizer,
Yes.
asthma, whatever.
You gotta have all that.
But yeah, but that's crazy.
I feel like Jazz needs to be in a bubble.
I think you need to suck it.
Excuse me.
Shots.
Don't
Shots
edit
is
that
fired.
part out.
All right, shots fired. I see what we got doing.
I'm more gangster than you.
Yeah, but body
Vince
body
is wild
wise,
soft.
yeah. All right, I'll admit to being soft, but I say her body is pussy, like straight up, like anything.
I do have pussy. You're right.
Anything, yes, it's very true. Anything like affects her, like show him your arm real quick. Show him the bar.
He took me to this place, to this bar.
You see her
and
arm?
I got burnt.
Oh, I see it.
Because they had one of those radiator
That's gonna be there-
poles just out in the open.
That's gonna be there for weeks.
like behind the seat, just chilling there. I'm like,
she gets
Yo,
sick.
y'all didn't get a free dinner?
She gets sick off of anything.
they didn't even serve food. He took me to
Everything.
some
Like I swear she's an
trash
old
bar.
woman. Everything like affects her like so easy. I just be like, yo, son, like why? Why are you like
Pollen.
this? Everything. But yeah, enough about jazz. We were done with our abortion talk. Also, we get into everything about that. We stated our
We
views
clearly
on
don't
that.
fuck with
I
it.
think we all agreed that white men shouldn't be deciding.
Word.
For
And the biggest thing about that, nice little segue back to that. The biggest thing about that is that they said like no matter what
they
the
don't
situation.
say rape,
Yo.
all types of stuff.
Yeah.
They were like, hopefully it will encourage. I think what got me was it would encourage women to come forward in cases of rape sooner, which that's a whole nother
yeah,
discussion there. And I think it was
That's
it,
stupid.
but you had to have an abortion by like 7 weeks or something. Why did I hear something about that? I'm like, most people, I have a friend that found out she was pregnant, 2 months pregnant. So that's what, 8 to 9 weeks already. So most people are not finding out they're pregnant until like 7 weeks.
Don't you? I mean, obviously, I don't know a woman, but it's like, isn't it? You start losing your period. And
You
shit?
miss the period. So that's already like a month in right there.
True.
So I don't know. If you're not one that counts their period, you could be like, you could forget. Because I don't count my period. Vince does.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you gotta be on top of that shit. I got an app. You gotta be on top of that. I was trying to find
What app you use? Woman Log?
No, you got a woman log? Oh shit, we got apps over here too.
You
Let
just
me know.
gotta put a.
Woman Log was a pretty good one.
You just
Yeah,
gotta put it on. They should
mine is P Tracker. Very
P-Tracker.
very
They
simple.
need to come up with an app where you could just scan a woman's vagina and then it'll
For
give up her
real.
menstrual.
Give you
cycle.
her whole
Yeah,
cycle.
because she's going to let you scan her
the whole
vagina
cycle. Yo,
with an
stand
app.
right here real quick.
Stay right here.
Beep. You know? I need that because sometimes you just got to find out, and I don't like finding out. So that's why I haven't been up on it as much as I should. Oh, your period ended. Hold on, let me make sure.
Yeah, thank you.
Let me make
Thank
sure I
you.
log.
It ended a few days ago.
Because
What
you
are
gotta.
doing?
I know. I'm late. You gotta keep track of when your girl. For all my fellas out there, you know what I'm saying. This is a plug right now. You gotta keep track of when your woman is on her stuff, because when it's that time of the month and you don't feel it coming, like
Ding,
like
that
everything.
app notification.
I'll be looking at her in her face sometimes. She be like, "Nigga, you ain't giving those guys that." I'll be looking. I'll be like, "Hold on."
Hold on, let me check this. let me look at this.
I'll be like, hold on,
Look
let
at
me-
this. Okay.
17th, 1, 2, 3, like counting the days. Oh, I'm tripping. She's about to be on her stuff, yo. And you know that PMS come early, like
Yes.
a day or two beforehand. So,
Word.
yo, you live with 2 women most of your life.
I have.
It's wild.
And I think living with my sister and my mother, I never really understood it as a kid because I didn't know what that whole process was like. But now in hindsight, like I know there was a lot of times I got yelled
You was
at
like,
for
yo,
some
I
bullshit.
understand
Some
now.
bullshit.
I understand. And you, like, I really think back, like, being a grown ass man and realizing that, and women, I don't know why they don't want to admit it, that it don't affect them like that. Oh, you just saying it because I'm on my period. That's why. Yes, absolutely. 100%. Like, I think about, like, anytime I got into it, like, with a teacher or with a boss or something like that, I'd be like, damn, like, she probably was on her period. at that
Probably
time.
just, yeah.
There's a good chance. So, yeah. So,
Ladies,
sorry.
these men are using that as an excuse to be assholes and jerks.
No.
I swear I don't be an asshole about it.
You are king asshole.
I am. Absolutely. So, if anybody doesn't know that about me, I'm definitely an asshole. Like,
Y'all think that he's nice, he's an asshole.
see, this is not why we brought you on the show today. she just trying to tear me down. All right, cool. So we're done with the abortion talk. What we got next up? So that was our sad thing, and we got a nice little story about
Uber, what's going
Asthma
on with
Camp
Uber?
and everything. Uber. So apparently Uber is putting together a quiet mode. I forgot how much extra it's supposed to cost.
What?
But yeah, you didn't know about that?
They're going to charge you for the Uber man to shut up?
So here's the thing. So they're giving you the option to when you order Uber, and I think it might I don't know if it's only on Uber X or above. I believe it's like the options are like happy to chat, which who's really happy to chat? Somebody might get into I really want to talk to this Uber driver quick.
And you got a little bit of a ride.
Or I guess I forgot the name for the other option, but I guess it's just quiet driver. So yeah, if you don't feel like talking to your
and you could just press the quiet and they'll charge you for that.
Yeah, but it's a little extra. But there's people that are excited about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there might be times I can't see myself paying for it necessarily. Like, you know me, I'm a friendly person. Like, I'm talkative, but I'm still a human being. So for the most part, when I get into my cab, like,
you try to be nice.
After you say my name and I confirm that it's me getting in your car, like, for real, especially if I get in with headphones, like, don't talk to me, bro. Like, drive me my little 15 minutes or wherever I'm going. Like,
I mean, if I was an Uber driver, like after a while, it would get annoying. So I know I would have to like say something to somebody.
For real, and that's part of it too. Like I said, Uber drivers take that really seriously. Like, has good conversation. Like, that's an option to rate somebody on. Like,
oh yeah, so I remember one time I was in a motherfucking Uber. This dude talking about, oh, I've been doing this for such and such years, and I got 2 cars, and I got 1 car at home, and I live in Long Island.
It's like, all right, bro.
And I'm just like, what, bro?
A lot of times he'd be drunk in the Uber, like, yo, get out of here.
I remember one time I was fucked up. Like I done fucked up the dude's Uber car too.
Oh, nah.
I wasn't drunk. I was drunk, but I wasn't throwing up. But I had every time when I get fucked up for some reason when I'm in the city, I always get the halal shit. You gotta have the halal shit.
Come on.
But I didn't get
the halal guys on 51st or something like that.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I wasn't that, but it was just a regular halal dude.
Just one of them spots.
And I usually get the pita. I don't get the bowl.
Oh, you get the okay.
So you know with the pita.
Out here with a euro.
Yeah, with a euro. How the fuck you pronounce that shit? With the gyro.
The gyro.
The gyro.
Everybody says it different.
I say gyro.
It's a euro though, supposedly.
I say gyro. I usually get the gyro, and they don't really wrap it up to the best. So I'm sitting there.
They want you. You got to ask for a fork with that joint.
Yeah. So I'm fucking drunk as fuck in the Uber, like munching down
peppers and fries. I swear to God, like and shit.
Everything. I'm just the white sauce dripping down. All that. Yo, I swear to God, the dude.
Shut up! You're not about that life.
The Uber driver like pulls up to my house, and for some reason I don't know why, but he looked back and like saw all the mess that I made.
He made eye contact.
He was
with
just
you
like,
mid-bite.
I was like, my bad, bruh. And he just looked at me like, my nigga, come on,
son. Have some respect,
like this nigga.
Have you guys ever had a hell Uber that would make you want to do the quiet mode? Because I have.
A couple times I've had people.
I never had a really crazy Uber experience.
It's funny now that I think about it. My very first time ever taking an Uber, this lady told me her whole life story, and I think I was in like Colorado or something like that. That was my very first time I like downloaded the app in this mall because I didn't know how to get back to my hotel. But she told me her whole life story. It was actually pretty dope. But
it was an Uber pool.
It was in a regular Uber.
Oh, the driver.
Yeah,
I've been in an Uber pool where I was like, nah, I can't. This is why
I've never taken an Uber pool. I'm not that.
Nah, don't do it ever.
I thought about maybe I can make some new friends. Never.
Nah,
because nobody wants to be in an Uber pool.
Either you in there with somebody who's just like they're looking like
yeah, you ignore each other.
Yeah, like you purposely ignore each other, or there's the one where somebody's just spitting out their whole business. I remember one time I got in an Uber and it was like one of the SUV joints. It was an Uber pool. No, it wasn't an SUV. The dude had the Nissan, whatever the fuck that shit is, that's like a mini SUV.
The Murano?
Something like that. One of them shits. So I'm in the front seat, and then there's these 3 girls that get in the back seat drunk, fucked up.
Yes.
I'm like, I'm not fucked up. I'm a little nice. All they talking about is how their boyfriend broke up with them. She was like, oh, my boyfriend broke up with me. And then the chick was like going to another dude's crib. That was the most fucked up shit. Like
they was all going to the same dude's crib?
Nah, I think they was all getting dropped. They all got dropped off different, but there was this black girl in the back talking about how her boyfriend like left her after a certain amount of time, whatever. But then like she's on the phone like with another dude like, oh, I'm in front of your place.
Setting
like,
up the dick appointment.
I'm like, wow, this is some shady shit.
What's shady? She's single. Why can't she go get some dick?
Okay.
But you already knew what dick you had right after you
the
broke
dick
up.
left.
She was crying about it though?
I don't think she was crying
Oh.
because I was in the front seat, so I wasn't really.
I was like,
looked
I'm
back
not
a couple
getting in
times.
that
This
pool.
the thing. Generally, before a dude leave, y'all already done stopped having sex on the regular. So maybe her pussy needed some attention.
So she already had, but you already got it in the works though. Like,
But
that's
this is
crazy.
the deal. I'm gonna be real with you. When you not
Oh.
okay. This the first relationship I've been in where I didn't have like, hypothetically, if I broke up with my man today, I could get some dick tonight.
Oh, I appreciate that.
So this is
I'm
the
like,
first
oh, we're talking about
relationship
us
I've
right now.
been
Okay,
in
all right.
where there wasn't not necessarily a side nigga, but somebody that is like your pause nigga. When you get in a relationship,
So they always got
he
a talent.
disappear, and then when you out of relationship, oh, you single? What's good?
Like they always got that. They always got that talent pool.
Yes,
Like,
You
part
already-
of the talent
That's
pool.
You already know I ain't got no hoes.
yeah, I don't have no hoes either.
I do think chicks always got like a talent pool of like, replacements.
I agree with you, but
most
I
part.
don't anymore. I'm too old for that shit.
I think
it
there's
depends on-
chicks got a talent pool. Definitely got that talent pool.
Phoenix got something to say about that. He's like, nah, let me not.
But yeah, what was he talking about? We
He
just
was
got off
talking about
topic.
the Uber. I had an
Oh,
Uber
Uber.
recently when I was in Charlotte,
Right.
and I was going to meet my friend at Spectrum Center, I think, in downtown.
Yeah, you better know where you was meeting your friend at.
Hush. We were going to Millennium Tour.
Oh,
And
fair. I told
Was
you I
Raz
wasn't
B
going.
on that one?
So yeah,
Raz
he
B was in the
was.
building.
I caught a Uber. It was about 25-30 minute ride Uber, and it was actually like $20. I was surprised by that because it would be more expensive here. But the guy, like, he was giving me just got out of jail vibes. He was like a 50-year-old like uncle, but he was like, yeah, I'm from the Bronx. I mean, but then at the end he tried to get my number. It was just bizarre. The whole time I just wanted him to shut up. So my homegirl called me, and like I was on the phone with her for the entire ride, and he was still trying to have a conversation with me.
Word?
It was very awkward.
He was trying to holler.
What I'm gonna do with a
He was trying to holler.
50-year-old felon?
All right, I'm glad you mentioned that because we had a nice little conversation before we recorded earlier about getting hollered at and stuff like that. So the reason why you're here, again, we talked about the Aisha Curry situation, which was kind of in the past. People
Yeah, it's
talked
kind of
about
the
it
past.
already,
We're a little late on it.
but we
My
had
bad.
some female input on it. So you wasn't trying to. Did you feel some type of way? You wasn't trying to. I mean, obviously you got a man. So I
No,
heard.
I think that
Can we
what
play?
we
should we
want.
play
Yeah,
the
let's
clip?
play the clip.
Play the clip.
Okay, all right. Jazz a part of the show and shit now. Yeah, play the clip, please.
To have more compassion and more understanding.
Something that really bothers me and like honestly has given me a sense of a little bit of an insecurity is the fact that there are all these women like throwing themselves, but me, like the past 10 years, like I don't have any of that. Like I have zero, this sounds weird, but like male attention. And so then like I begin to internalize it and I'm like, is something wrong with me?
You're not looking.
What,
You're not
like,
looking.
What you want attention
But I'm
for,
gonna tell you
girl?
something else too. When your radar's turned off, because I dealt with that for
I was
years.
gonna say talk to him, Jaden. But yeah, like so people was giving her all types of shit for saying
She
that.
gonna
Like,
get all of the smoke.
like why you want to be looked at? Blah blah blah. Why you want to feel special in somebody's eye? That's not your man.
Nah.
That's not even fair.
Jazz grilling me like I care that
That's
much.
ridiculous because I somewhat agree with her, but it could be like they said that people are, as a woman, guys are always looking at you. But
OD.
what you want, and I
We
can
got heat
agree with
vision.
this, what you want is male attention, respectful male attention
Break it down.
from
What's
attractive men.
No, for what?
Yes,
What's
it is.
What is respectful?
So what
male
you
at
want-
the end of the day, yeah, it's cool to have an attractive man or a man that you would actually give the time of day if you were not in a relationship.
For
To be
what,
like,
though?
hey, how are you?
Yo, you
can I
making
take you
yourself
out?
sound like Aisha right now. I thought we was
And-
gonna come and have a nice little balance.
Nah.
So Denzel come up to you and be like, "Oh, I heard you on the Bros with No Hoes podcast."
You mean
Like,
John
this-
David,
Shut up! Don't be naming
his
niggas.
son, his son? Yeah, he could come up to me.
Oh, okay, all right. So,
I think women say shit like that, but I think the approach is based on how you view the person. Like I think if a handsome guy who you were attracted to came up to you and said, you know, how you doing? I think you're beautiful, whatever. You'd be like, oh shit, okay, I'm cute. But
because you just said 50 years old, she wasn't fucking.
You wasn't feeling with him.
But if it was somebody else, you would have been like, happy to be in the car with.
You'd have been like, yeah.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Y'all didn't even let me finish. Hold up.
That's what our new sound effect need to be. That we gonna record that.
No, what I'm saying is you want to feel like you're like an attraction. You want males to feel attracted to you.
Why?
But your boyfriend, husband, partner is doing that.
Because it makes y'all a little bit jealous, or be like, oh, well, since other men are like attracted to my woman, then I have to continue doing what I'm doing to keep her attention.
But that's that bullshit how women think though.
But you thinking too deep into it.
I think y'all thinking too deep into it.
You ain't even let me finish what I'm saying.
Go ahead. Finish.
Because at the end of the day, I don't want that man. But at the end of the day, it is kind of like, yeah, I still got it.
Here's my thing.
So you want male attention, is what you're saying? Yes.
I don't want it all the time, but it's cool to have it a little bit.
Go ahead, Aisha.
So, but let me say this though about this situation. I think you thinking from a woman's perspective. I think you thinking that men are thinking from a woman's perspective.
Okay.
Where
never
we think, okay, so if another person is hollering at my chick, then okay, then my chick must be. Then okay, no. How did you phrase it? I'm sorry.
All I said was that if a man,
then if somebody's hollering at my chick, then I gotta step my game up to keep it.
I'm not saying you gotta step it up. I'm saying you have to continue to do what you've been doing and keep her engaged. I'm not saying like to keep her distracted, but I'm saying that you did certain steps in order to get her to be in a relationship with you. And I feel like a lot of guys not necessarily lose interest, but they just be like, oh, I got her, so I'm just going to chill now.
But don't you think that's for your own validation though, as a woman?
Absolutely.
Instead of
I don't think anybody can validate me as a woman.
What I'm saying is, but you just said you want to know that you.
I didn't say I need it. I said you want to know. I like it.
No, you said you want to know if you still got it. Did you not say that?
No, I didn't say I want to know. I said that it's like, oh yeah, I still got it. Like, I'm not saying that I need to know this in order to feel like a woman. I'm a grown ass woman regardless. Regardless. That has nothing to do with the other. But what I'm saying is it is cool or enjoyable the same way. Like, Vince likes female attention.
Hell yeah.
You like female attention.
Well,
who don't like female attention?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, but even in a relationship,
you know, I don't entertain the female.
That's all it matters.
Do you need it, Vince?
But do you need it?
Do you need it?
Do
you appreciate it because it makes you feel good?
Yeah.
Vince is an attention whore.
Are you sitting around saying,
I need attention, period.
Ain't nobody hit me. Ain't no chick came at me. Like, I'm not feeling sexy.
Word.
I don't think men walk around with that same situation unless if you're single. If you're single and no chicks is hollering at you or saying anything, then I can see that. Me, if that situation happened to me, I'd be like, damn, I'm an ugly motherfucker.
Well, this is the deal.
If I'm in a relationship with a chick and I know that I'm getting that love and support from my woman, then I'm like, all right, I don't really need that outside validation. I think y'all think about it a little too much.
Talk your shit, black man.
But this is the thing. You got to think about the standards upon how women are seen as wanted versus how men are seen as wanted. I feel like for men, it's about how much money does he have? What is his job? It's more about status. For women, it's based on, are you physically attractive? That's how I see it.
And also in the great words of the American poet, Mr. Eric Bellinger, if they ain't looking, I don't want her.
Thank you.
I don't know how I feel about that situation. I think it's a little bit more simpler with men, where if you want to that point, I guess if you want to go to that point about men, it's more about status and how much money you're making. Then the only way I would feel that way if I was Steph was like, damn, like I feel like I can't provide for my woman, whatever.
I don't think Steph cares.
He's rich as fuck.
He don't care about that. That's just how she feels. But it's because she got an alien head, too. Her head is huge.
Yeah, we're going to talk about a girl's head.
I'm sorry. Sometimes she looks
got a big
cute.
head.
Sometimes she don't look
but
that cute.
Y'all, first of all, with this whole Aisha situation, y'all are motherfucking missing the whole reason.
What's the reason?
It's the fucking playoffs. Now's not the time to do that shit.
Because at the time, he was playing a little iffy.
And that's right. Like
now's not the time.
The game afterwards or something like that, like after the shit had gone viral, like
Yeah, he wasn't playing.
He had a bad game, I thought.
It's like if it was
Like 2 games in a row, I think, actually.
It's like if it was the election 2012
Word.
and Michelle Obama want to go talk reckless. Like, yo, now is not the time.
That's
Like, I
not
got this
even
big ass
reckless.
fucking election
That
coming up.
entire show, she barely said anything the entire time, and y'all focus on one little thing that she did say.
It wasn't us. It was the
That
internet.
wasn't that big. The memes was like going in. I'm like, yo, what the hell did she say? Did she say a monologue?
She
forgot what
want,
the good one
she
was.
said
Aisha Curry
one little
want attention
sentence.
because she just want to go back to Instagram and tweet, "Oh, niggas, I got a man. Why these niggas is da 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 da
Like
on me?"
she did in the
Come
past.
on, man.
Here's why I feel it was reckless. Like I mentioned on the You Me We podcast, it airs every Thursday.
Oh, you said this on? Yeah.
So my issue with it was
Phoenix got the best one.
And what I said was, just because, and I think Vince can attest to this going off of past episodes, just because we got a mic in front of us, you don't have to say everything.
Word.
Yeah, just knowing how people are going to interpret stuff, I'm not going to say anything, or I'll try my best not to say anything or put certain things out there that are going to have a negative impact on my relationship, or people are going to look at it bad or start to interpret, oh, maybe there's stuff going on, or maybe Steph's not providing for her. It's going to make my man look bad. Vince, every time he says bros with no hoes, whatever, he always references, because I feel like every time he talks about you guys, it's in a positive way. He does his best not to say certain things that will make listeners say, oh, maybe she ain't, maybe there's a hole that I could slide in. Like, to me, that's the respect I felt like she didn't show her relationship.
Word.
Don't put stuff like, I'm not going to, like I said before you were here, I think we were talking about it. There is, it was in the same episode that Vicky and I talked about the Aisha Curry stuff. We talked a little bit about us. And so there's 20 minutes or so of our previous episode that I took out. I let her know I took it out because it would have made, if any listeners are out there like listening and hoping for like some holes in our relationship, it would have put that out there, and I didn't want that.
Yes.
I felt like I was going to be a hypocrite, like because of what I just said about Aisha Curry. So I don't even want to put that. I want to hold the cost. I want to give you a chance to find to talk negative about our relationship. I'm not even going to put that stuff out there. And also too, like, I get it. I think it was kind of in context, but nobody asked you. Nobody asked her.
Like, nobody
at that
asked you about that shit. Like,
See,
But you know what? From what you said, I can understand why that would upset somebody, because I didn't even think about it from that standpoint. But the thing is, you also have to think about the platform. And Red Table Talk is a open platform, and they delve into some deep things that people are generally not comfortable talking about. And every single woman at that table discuss things that you might say the same thing if their husbands or spouses are at the same level. You've been like, oh yeah, well that's
none of their husbands are in the conference finals at the moment.
exactly.
For real.
I know it sounds petty, but it's just not the
Like,
time.
This ain't the time.
Right now, it's gonna sound so bad. Play your position right now.
Word.
Secondly, you also have to understand too, like, I get what Aisha's going through right now. She just had children. She might feel a little. She might have blown up a little bit or whatever.
Did she?
Her cooking shit, niggas ain't feeling her cooking that much. So I could see where she coming from right now.
She was grinding on the cooking too.
Yeah, and now you kind of, you kind of fell off. Niggas done chased your fried chicken and knew it wasn't authentic.
It was like,
so
they had some of the sweet potato pie. This ain't patty though. Patty.
They finding raisins in the potato salad.
So what's this? Aisha.
What you doing?
She's Canadian.
Come on.
Is she really?
Yes.
Oh,
I didn't even know
She's
that.
Canadian.
And also, you gotta
And
think,
she's half black and half white. She got a lot of things happening.
her mom,
she said
the mom is better than
when
her.
she moved down to the U.S. I can't remember what area she was in. I think maybe Virginia or something. She said she was always teased. She was too white for the black people and too black for the white people.
Yeah, I can see that.
So it's kind of like,
But now you with a superstar.
layers.
You got. I think Aisha just has to understand. You're with somebody who is literally MVP, 3-time, probably about to be 4-time champion. He's a superstar. People know who. His jersey is one of the highest selling jerseys. Nobody is really fucking with Aisha Curry like that.
How do y'all
on
feel
that
about
level?
People who say her comments or her view, whatever, is a result of not having a quote unquote whole phase?
Ooh, it's very possible. I
It's
think
probably
somebody,
possible.
people, a couple
Because they've
of
been
people
dating
have said
since they were like 17, 16.
I was
She
gonna say,
said
were
they
they-
met at 15.
Were they? Wow.
Oh yeah, she
He was
definitely
in
had
Canada?
the whole phase.
No, she moved to the U.S. around like when she was like in high school.
Yeah, 100% possible. I feel that a little bit.
But you know what? I felt that same energy from Steph Curry's mom on the Red Table Talk too, because she was talking about her husband. She met him at 18 and they had been dating. So she was like, we raised the kids. They were out the house, and then it was kind of like, okay, so my husband was looking at me like, you don't look the same as you did before the kids. And she's like, you don't look the same either. Like, it's a different phase of life that you're in.
Yeah. I mean,
relationships have ups and downs.
Definitely.
Like,
and especially being a you know, he grew up, his father was an NBA player, you know what I'm saying? So she was dating an NBA player. They stayed together the whole time. He had money, so they was good. You know what I'm saying? Wherever they was living at, if he was able to meet Aisha Curry at 15, she probably had a little bit of money in her family too, you know what I'm saying? So like, if there was a close-knit neighborhood or something like that.
Steph went the same route as his father.
Exactly. I can see it.
So did anybody realize that right when she said this, right when it started blowing up, boom, the next day, whether you're on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, whatever, you started seeing advertisements for Steph versus the game on Facebook Watch.
That's what I was waiting for you to say.
I'm just saying.
That's how you get it started.
There's a plot.
It's cross. Oh, I
don't
realized.
trust any like Hollywood type stuff because it could be stuff. Stuff seems so natural sometimes.
Everything
so
is
organic.
Unnatural.
It's all fake.
Nothing that is promoted to us is organic anymore. Because I just realized it's cross promotion because Red Table Talk is also on Facebook.
Facebook Watch.
Fucking. Yo, I was like, why are they interviewing Aisha Curry? Did you watch the whole thing? Did they talk about their show?
I did.
They talked about the show on there?
Nope.
They didn't talk about nothing about the show.
But all of a sudden.
But that was probably the commercial that came up after.
Everything was about like relationship type stuff and being a woman.
And now that we got some insight on her, that's probably going to be a plot twist or a storyline in the show.
Imagine when this episode of Steph versus the Game comes out, the episode where she went on Table Talk and the firestorm of her response and feedback. Well played.
It's like a reality show.
It's like the Kardashians.
Yeah, they're following them around.
Yes.
Wow, yo, everybody
well played, bro.
The insecurity rollout. I like it.
Because I'm sure, first of all, they probably had this interview Red Table Talk episode in the tuck for a while.
Yeah, they tucked it in.
But let's air it right before their show comes out. I don't know if a lot of us had paid more attention, you would have realized that as you were going through your IG stories and stuff, you would see one of your friends post a IG story about whatever.
Yep.
And if you realize it, when you swipe, the ad was for Steph versus the game. Blah, blah, blah.
Crazy,
yo, well played. Nothing is organic anymore.
After he wins the finals, they're gonna have that one episode, just like the Kardashians did it too.
The episode you've all been waiting
for.
Yup,
exactly. Him sitting down.
Him on his phone
in front of the camera. Yeah,
they're gonna have him.
When Aisha said that stuff.
Yo, and then we all gonna watch it. Whether we watch that show or not,
they not
that
low.
Episode we're gonna log on and go to Facebook.
Fucking low. I see you, Currys.
Yo.
I see how you doing. Yo, Riley's stacked right now, yo. She's getting all the paper. I see how you doing out there. It works. But yeah, so you good with Aisha? You got any more to say about Aisha, Jazz?
I understand her point of view, but I also get Phoenix's point, and I appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying?
But I feel like y'all two men were not thinking about from a protecting your relationship
I see
standpoint.
Like right when people were saying, "Oh, everybody took it out of context," I looked at the clip and I listened to it, and I think anybody that saw the full clip, not the entire episode, but just the clip, taking it out of the context, you're like, oh, "Okay, that's not that bad what she said." So you can see that. So it wasn't that crazy.
But I also have to think about it as if that was my woman on national.
I think that's how a lot of people was thinking
on a
about
global,
it too.
And I'm sitting there and I'm like, damn, like I'm fucking here. Rich as fuck. I'm out here being rich as fuck. I'm playing ball to the highest level of my life.
Word.
I got everything set up. My whole life is set up. House, kids good.
You know what I'm saying?
All that shit.
I put you
everything.
on TV.
Yeah, like I put
magazines.
you on TV. You know damn well you couldn't cook, but I still told you,
Son.
girl, follow that dream.
Steph in the gym like, what more do you want from me?
Yeah. Y'all really thinking from like, it sounds very chauvinistic.
And on top of that, I'm faithful.
Word.
It sounds very chauvinistic though, because everything that you're saying is like, oh well, he's doing this. Oh well, he's doing this. Oh well, he's doing this. She's a woman. She's educated. She has her own shit too. Like y'all only focus on a man's standpoint, and that's the issue.
Definitely.
But
that's the issue.
I'm saying that because I'm doing all this stuff to make you basically make
Okay,
you
but
happy,
she has her
and
own
you
shit
telling
too.
me
You can't make it
that
like
you want attention from other men.
I think the same excuse women are
That was the
giving,
basis,
the same out women are giving her, not out, but the same, as a woman, for ego thing, she needs it. It's not that we want these men to, come take us away from our man.
We don't want
We just
them.
need it, whatever. Apply it to Steph. For me to feel whatever, I need my woman to always feel like I don't need anything else because he provides, he does everything, he gives me everything I want.
Exactly.
It's the same reasoning. So her always feeling like, I don't need a man, I don't need other men's attention, blah blah blah. That's showing Steph. You know what? That's the
that's the
confidence
woman that
builder,
I
that's
want.
whatever.
Yeah, like I don't need nothing.
And
No
to be honest,
outside validation.
I would think a woman would get more from her man, never needing woman's attention, never wanting it, never feeling like my ego would be better if I had some woman screaming at me. I would think that would do more for her than other men giving her attention would.
it should.
In a perfect
but
world.
I honestly, genuinely don't believe that there's a man, married or single, that doesn't enjoy the opposite sex giving them attention.
Gay guy.
I'm gonna tell you that. I'm gonna tell you this.
I was like, I know she's not about to say this.
I don't believe it.
Yo, I'll tell you right now, I'm not just saying it for the listeners, the viewers. I just need it and want it from who I'm with. I swear to you, I just need it from that person. Anybody else, I'm like,
You don't need it.
I just need it from.
I think that's a level of maturity and being settled in your relationship.
Because if
So
she's
she's
not
gonna
happy,
settle in a
if
relationship.
she's not happy
Yeah.
or whatever, if she's not whatever, that's when I feel like I'm not man enough.
Yeah.
I'm not a provider. I'm not. But anybody else, like I don't need it from you because you're not my woman, so I don't need it from you. At
I
all.
appreciate that, but
Women don't know what they
but
want. They
I
just know
honestly
they want
feel like
more.
most men haven't gotten to that point.
I don't think men who are in relationships. I mean, yeah. I mean, no. But
Okay.
You don't know.
He's like, shit.
You just everywhere.
Honestly,
because I was gonna say men, we do cheat for our ego,
Okay.
and we do like the.
Y'all cheat down is
not
what
black
y'all
men.
do.
Not black
You're
men.
supposed to
not black
cheat
men.
down.
Not
That's
black
just
men.
how you're supposed to do
Not
it.
black man.
Out of
No, the
respect.
fuck-
Out of
what?
respect.
You supposed to cheat down.
She's like, what?
You don't know the game. Why would I risk everything? Why would I like? All right, so let me break it
You
down.
are
on how to-
risking
all right,
everything
hold on,
if you
hold on,
cheat
hold on.
down. That's stupid.
Let me break it down. Why I'm a cheat down?
Let me mark this.
He's like, this
so
let me
is
you
break it
can
wide. Let
lose
me-
the 80 and
Hold on,
keep
let
the
me
20.
Let me
Oh,
break
Lord.
it down. Why I'm a cheat down.
Uh-oh.
Nobody's supposed to be better than my girl.
True.
No
Okay.
girl who I'm with, who I'm fucking outside of my girl, is supposed to look better than my girl.
Right.
When I come home, I'm looking at the most beautiful woman in life, and the rest of the chicks, they uglier than my girl because I know I could just smash and dip.
I
Now,
really
if I'm- now,
wanna
if I'm
flame you,
piping-
but it's your
now, hold on.
podcast, though.
No, you can flame me. I really don't care.
Let's get it.
But if I cheat
Beep, beep.
if I cheat with Rihanna, then I'm like, damn, like Rihanna kind of.
Yo, I want to ask you this.
Looking
I want to ask you this on air. You be mad if I cheat with Rihanna?
Can I join?
Hey. Continue.
So
Can I dap you on the side real quick?
if I cheat up and I cheat with Rihanna, and now I'm like, damn, like I'm kind of feeling her vibe, like she's da 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 and all, and she look good, and she give up the pussy good.
But do you have a goddess that you're going home to at the end of the day?
Yes.
Because what you saying, hold on.
If you have a woman that you love,
No. You single right now because that bullshit you just said out your mouth.
Jeez.
Because no woman that's listening to this shit gonna be like, oh yeah, that sounds great. We almost 30 years old.
I
30
never
years
said it
old.
sounded
You
good.
should-
It just sounds
that's
logical.
goofy as fuck. I feel like at 30 you shouldn't be saying shit like that. That sound like some 20-year-old college
But I
nigga
have
shit.
to give you context of how the shit goes down.
And
You
I
too
feel like-
old.
I'm
I'm
not
sorry.
speaking just for myself.
Honestly, I feel like that's how a lot of dudes think though too.
And
If
they
I
too
cheat
old
down
for that shit.
But
Yeah.
but I'm
That's
so
stupid.
I'm okay. Let's just admit, obviously, no cheating. But if a guy is going to cheat, why would I cheat with a woman who's better than the woman that I have? And then now, if I'm with the woman who I'm cheating with, who's better than the woman that I have, I may start having feelings for her.
Okay,
That
then
makes
leave
sense.
And
your
that's not what you
girl for
want.
the better
And that's
one.
what you want. That's not what you want with a guy because
supposed to be- it's supposed to be quick.
I'm just giving you sleazeball context.
Sleazeball logic.
I'm not advocating for it or anything like that. I'm just giving you the game. Why would I cheat? Why don't I cheat with a woman who looks significantly uglier or less attractive than my girlfriend? Because I can easily just pipe it let it go and not have any attachment to it.
Pipe it
But
and wife it.
whereas women will do is women will cheat up. They'll cheat with a guy who's better than their boyfriend, start having feelings for that nigga, and next thing you know, they want to end the whole relationship and go to the next nigga.
Byron.
Now you done fucked up the whole relationship. Where us men, it's like, well, if I'm gonna be a dirty nigga, at least let me keep my relationship intact, so I know no matter what, I was just fucking them chicks. I was gonna get right back. Come on.
That's the bros with
How you
hoes.
going still?
That's the bros with hoes that
No,
do that.
no, we not.
We don't do that. We ain't got no hoes over
I
there.
was just gonna clap it and then I'm right back on you. I have no attachment, no emotional
That's
attachment.
what you say until a
But
woman
now
do the same shit.
When you cheat up, you got emotional attachment, and that's just whole
Okay, but we moved up.
That's really.
But we moved up at the end of the day. Your next relationship should be better than your old relationship.
Yes.
You right.
Yeah.
But we talking in terms of cheating.
Always
It
talking
don't
about progress.
fucking
But we don't.
matter.
But there's no cheaters in here though. We gotta.
We gotta move on.
Jazz ready to ring necks out here. All right, so we have to end this on some black male excellence. All right, since we discussed cheating for a little bit. All right, so I think a lot of people have heard. I would say it's going viral, right?
Yeah, it's
About
definitely gone
the Morehouse situation. They had a keynote speaker that came, and this is another reason why I brought Jazz here because she knew all the details on it. Gentleman's name is Robert F. Smith.
Yep.
And the F stand for
Billionaire.
finance. he's a billionaire, right?
in
What
the Billionaire
does he do
Boys
again?
Club.
He's an investment banker.
Private equity.
Private equity. Ooh, if I had private equity on my business card, you know how gangster that would be. Private equity. So he's a billionaire. He's involved in some other things. What did you say? What else did he do?
In 2018, Forbes said that he was the richest African American.
Oh, she
Richest
had
black
bars.
man. Yeah,
She
he's
came
the
with bars.
richest
He
black
has
man.
more money than Oprah.
She came with
Yeah.
facts. All right, yeah. Oprah. I mean,
His net worth is $4.4 billion.
billion. You said that like Dr. Evil real quick. $1 billion. But yeah, super appreciative of the dude that came through. He dropped cash on the students. Well, we
40 bill.
don't say what exactly did he say. Hold on, we got the clip.
Now, I've got the alumni over there, and this is the challenge to you alumni. This is my class, 2019.
My class. Man.
And my family is making a grant to eliminate their student loans.
The loans. You heard the whole crowd applause after
Everybody
that.
was like, yes.
If you get a chance to watch the YouTube video or any clip of him saying that, just notice it was in the bottom left corner. There's a dude's face that he just like. I swear that was the same dude from that WrestleMania that one year. He looked like.
When Undertaker lost.
Yo, he had the exact same face. He was like, yo, what? What? And then everybody just started clapping and going crazy and stuff. So yeah, I think that was super dope. But notice everybody's saying like, oh, he's coming out of pocket. First, I didn't know what he did first, so it's cool to hear.
I
that
didn't
he
know
does-
him.
It's cool to hear that he's a billionaire. But he said, my family is putting together a grant. He's not saying I'm paying it. He's saying, but that's how you become a billionaire and how you remain a billionaire. You got to have the means to be able to find money
Word.
for people. My family is putting together a grant. A grant usually means that it's coming from like the government or some other place or something like that.
My family's making a grant where we're going to reach out to other rich people
Yeah.
and businesses to invest in this
And we're
grant.
going to get y'all paid off.
Yeah,
And
but
he-
we getting the credit for it.
Yeah, and then he challenged the.
But I'm sure his
the
company
alumni.
will put a
He
good
gotta
chunk
put
in
he
there.
gotta put
Yeah.
some bread in. I would say that's a tax write off right there.
Word.
Huge write off. So yeah, he challenged the alumni to do the same or something like that. So I thought that was pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? It was huge for black men in general, setting an example. I always try to commend people like LeBron, like anybody else that's doing crazy things out here. I think Jay-Z has always been putting up money for people we've talked about on the podcast. Like that right there, like the best thing you can do in my eyes as a black man in America is to make sure that we get an education and also that we not in fucking debt.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So to put a little bit of money, take some of that, alleviate some of that pain, some of that stress, because I think like a lot of reasons why a lot of people that graduate college don't chase after their dreams is because they're too busy chasing the bag to try
just
to pay
pay
off
off
their
their
fucking
shit,
bills. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Just to get in this, just to get out of the negative.
I gotta get some job.
Yeah, something to help
pay
me
off.
out.
Fuck what diploma I graduated with. I have to get some job. You know what I'm saying? To start paying the shit off. Because 6 months from now, Sally Mae gonna come knocking.
I'm trying to think. I was talking to somebody the other day, and they were like, "You need to focus on getting assets versus paying off debt, because assets will accumulate money so that you can pay off the debt faster."
Somebody rich told you that?
No, somebody I went to school with.
They person rich?
No,
I don't know.
Let me ask you a question. You guys work hard. The Wit No Hoes Podcast takes off. You're millionaires, billionaires. How much money gets donated to UB and how much money gets UB, right? University. And how much money gets donated to Lehman College?
Oh, Lehman! At this point, he said, "I'm giving them nothing."
How many tuitions? How many loans and tuitions get paid?
Lehman is getting some scholarships in Vince Bracey's name. Like, word to my mom. Like, that's something I absolutely want to do. Like,
I always said if I make it big, when I make it big or win the lottery, I always said there is a chunk of money that will go to Lehman College that's solely earmarked for student programming. So pretty much campus life gets this big
events.
Budget that the college can't tell them you got to spend it this way. No, I'm telling you, take it, give it to SGA, give it to the clubs. Each club runs around with like a good chunk budget, whatever. You could do you could do a lot of stuff that will benefit the whole college. And then, of course, the Student Life building gets named the O'Day Latanya Huppy building.
I would do my high school. All the way should be named after you, yo.
I would do my high school.
I would do a little bit to my high school. They keep sending me emails saying, "Hey, you come by."
Did y'all see somebody try to come at Oprah and her clapback?
For what?
If it was real, somebody went at. Did you see it? I don't know if it was real, but somebody did a screenshot of somebody saying to Oprah pretty much, why she ain't doing this, and she pretty much
she's like, chill.
The screenshot was like,
I gave out wild cars.
Exactly. No. But the screenshot was like, I've done scholarships, blah 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 blah, and
school.
And
word. Oprah, come on.
Yeah, I don't know if it was real, but I see a lot of that. I could see a lot of that happening now, where woke people try to come at other celebrities and pretty much asking them, well, what are you guys doing? When they were like,
imagine Oprah reading that on Twitter.
Nigga, please.
Weight Watchers.
Oprah's so rich, she would be like, what? And she calls that person. Like, how you got my number? She's like, don't worry about it. I'm Oprah.
It's like, come on, son. Oprah was probably dead tight when she's
word.
But yeah, I could definitely see people coming at other people of wealth, asking them, well, why you ain't doing nothing? Because they haven't seen it.
But yeah, I mean, honestly, I think that's the biggest thing. I feel like we talked about this before too. Like the biggest thing, I think we talked about with the Nipsey Hussle situation. Word. Like the biggest thing that you want to do, that I would hope that all like celebrities or anybody that's got like a good amount of bread into their name, I hope everybody's thinking about giving back to their community at some point, because you always want to just give back to where you came from. Like you said about Lehman, like I never even thought about the events part of it. Yeah, definitely going to throw some big events at Lehman. But I always said, even while I was there, I was like, I always want to be able to give a scholarship to either somebody that transferred in here with bad grades like I did.
Somebody just like you, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like somebody in the same situation, young black man that grew up, in a situation where maybe he just wasn't able to afford it. Somebody who wasn't matriculated or something like that. I was paying like out of state prices for dumb long, even though I'm from the Bronx, because I came from a school that was in DC and I didn't have an address. It was weird. It was a long situation. But yeah. So yeah, ideally, I think it's just the best thing possible that you could give money to some black men and make sure, we got like future doctors and lawyers and stuff. Everybody that graduated from Morehouse, I don't know what they're known for. Is there
being annoyingly obnoxious?
All right. No, that's not the kind of love we was looking for.
No.
From a black woman?
Morehouse
wait,
men.
From a black woman?
I love
real?
all black men, but I have met people that have like straight up graduated
that's
from
not
Morehouse,
what it's about.
and they talk like they from Harvard.
But
literally, like, have you ever heard somebody that went to Harvard? How they talk?
But as you should, though, if you went to a prestigious, what I'm saying.
It doesn't
Morehouse
matter.
is more about
they talk to other people that like peasants though. That's the issue.
All right, Jazz. That's not what the motivation we were looking for.
That's good.
Yes, thank you.
That's good.
Yes, black sister.
I feel bad that you guys are talking about giving back to your schools and all that stuff, and I feel like no.
Well, you went to a rich school too, so.
No, they got it.
She got wild fountains on her campus.
I do.
The prestigious High Point University in High Point, North Carolina. Yeah,
absolutely.
Y'all got.
But quick,
say who your speaker was, because I think you were trying to avoid it. Go ahead. Who was your speaker? Did she give you any money?
Laura Bush.
Laura fucking look at. Laura fucking Bush. Yeah, it was her commencement speaker. So just to give you, we went to an event for her college, and somebody was talking. I said something about the president, and she was like, "Oh," some lady I was talking to. She was like, "Oh yeah, Donald Trump, blah blah blah." And I was like, "Oh, that's not what I was."
I didn't give him a precursor that my school was super red
That's
before
not
we
what I was
went in
talking
there.
about. That's not what. That's not.
So
what
he's like, yeah, it would be cool if the president would have came to speak. He was like, yeah, I would love Trump. And Vince's face, I was like,
"Oh,
please stop.
this is where we at." I should have known by all the cheese and crackers that was on the table that this is what kind of party we was
Don't
at.
eat nothing.
All right, so now some more Black excellence. Jazz was at this convention in Atlanta recently.
It was the World Natural Hair Show.
The World Natural Hair Show. Shout out to all the naturalistas out there that are listening. If we got any naturalistas that are listening, please feel free to let us know. I'll connect you with Jazz so y'all can talk about hair and shit. But you got a chance to meet the owner or creator of a game called Black Card Revoked that we're about to play, and I want to try to make this a regular segment. I don't know if we're gonna do it every single episode, but I enjoy it, so we'll probably do it for a good few episodes. Maybe we'll make it a regular thing. Who knows? But tell us about Black Card Revoked. You said you met the owner. The owner's name is Jay.
Yeah, so they definitely had a show on BT a few years ago, and I know Tony Rock was on there.
Shout out to
So
Tony Rock.
basically, it's a game that's best played with a larger group. It is comprised of, there's different cards and they have multiple choice answers. They also have majority rules wins. So basically, whatever the best answer is up for debate with the people that are playing in the game. So, where do I start?
All right, so Black Card Revoked is a super dope game.
I didn't get no cards.
You didn't get it. She just gave me a stack of cards. So we just want to run through these. Do we want to? Yes, I'll read some of these off right here. And if you guys want to play along with us via the podcast, please feel free. If you enjoy the game, definitely hit us up and let us know about it. I think we're going to post this on IG also because we're trying to show Black Card Revoked some love. The owner was super dope when you talked to them, right? And yeah, they said, Dave, yeah, whatever promotion that we could take, we'll happily take it. So I thought this was a awesome idea. I always appreciate, when Black people come together and make some cool stuff. So if you guys have played Black Card Revoked before too, let us know about that. So we got like 4 people in the room with us right now. So I want to read through one of these questions. Our first one is a majority rules. And again, please let us know how you guys feel about the answers. If you listen on SoundCloud or on IG, if you want to hit us up, anything like that. And yeah, I think again, we're going to post this on IG. So we'll see the video. All right. So first question is a majority rules question. Everybody get your mics ready so you join in. All right. Oh, this is interesting. This is debatable. Who are the top 3 rappers of all time? First one is A, Biggie, Tupac, and Jay-Z. B, Wayne, Eminem, Drake. C, Rakim, Slick Rick, Chuck D. D, Dylan.
D.
I think if everybody goes with D right now, I think I'm gonna go with D. Because you got to decide. You like, damn, like Biggie, Tupac, Jay-Z is a good one. I like Wayne. Drake is in there.
When they threw Drake in there, it was out for me.
Oh, okay. Excuse me. So you might get some conversation started with this game too. So what you going with, Jazz?
A, probably. Yeah.
You going with A, Biggie, Tupac, and Jay-Z. Well, I think it was a majority rule.
I say D because if you really for the culture,
yeah,
it gotta be D.
So that's the thing.
D.
That's the cool thing about this game. Like some of the stuff, like some of the questions will be like, all right, this is actual factual, but majority's rules ones, it's like, all right, so it's about your black card. So how black are you? You know what I'm saying?
I guess I'm not black enough.
You don't have to. Yeah, I guess not. Your black card is ruled.
And I feel like if you don't know why D should be the answer, then it got to
You know what I'm saying?
You're too young.
And you don't absolutely have to be black because they're definitely, the name of it's cardsforeveryone.com, right?
Right.
Yeah, so that's their actual website. So yeah, but that'll get you a black card revoked if you don't know the answer to that one right there. So Jazz, you lost a card because everybody else in the room
All
said.
right, so don't judge me, but what is that?
The
We're gonna skip over that.
Oh,
Yeah, what is that?
We're gonna skip over that right there. I want to leave that there because
You never walked over the Manhattan Bridge to go get milk all the way from the.
That was nice. Cambodian breast milk.
Cambodian breast milk.
I'm lost.
Breast milk.
I'm not even gonna lie, I'm lost.
You
never
made
went to
my
get a
day.
sugar cookie?
And she's from DC. She should be like so so ashamed
Let
of
them
himself.
fight.
Come on, son. Come on. I'm shutting the studio down. Come on, man. She's slacking right now. All right, so next question.
We'll show you after.
We're not even going. So anybody that doesn't know what we're talking about, anybody that doesn't,
young.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Anybody that does know what we're talking about, just shake your head at Jazz for me real quick. I'm sorry. This is who I live with, guys. Yo, Jazz has never watched SpongeBob. I made her watch an episode of SpongeBob.
Oh my God.
Yo.
You work. Oh my God.
Come on. Yo, son. Exactly. That's all I got to say.
I was outside playing, not being a lazy fat fuck.
All right. Anywho, this next one, I think most of these are majorities rules. She gave me a couple correct answer ones. So next one is majority rules also. It's comedy. Who's the funniest comedian of the last 20 years? Chris Rock, Bernie Mac, Martin Lawrence, Dave Chappelle.
Chappelle.
For the culture, Chappelle. You got to say
Chappelle.
Factual, and for the culture,
Chappelle, yeah.
I said Dave Chappelle also. Jasmine is probably going to say
Chris Rock.
I'm not going to say no
okay.
Chris Rock. Okay, if Bernie Mac was still alive currently,
God.
I would have said Bernie Mac.
Love
Probably.
Bernie Mac. Love Bernie Mac.
Because
RIP.
Dave Chappelle did disappear on us for some years. Let's acknowledge that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yo, what did he do before he disappeared on us?
The funniest.
Wait.
comedy show ever.
What did he do before he disappeared on us, Jazz?
Well, Dave Chappelle, the Chappelle Show was like, that was my show.
Oh,
Like,
was
Oh,
it?
was it? Oh, was it your show?
Legendary.
Oh, was it your show?
Yo, so again, anybody that knows what we're talking about right now, like,
Chirp, chirp.
oh, so you know to piss on you though. All right, cool. So we're just gonna leave that alone again. But just so you know, yeah, that Dylon was from the Chappelle Show, Jazz. Oh, I wish y'all could see her face right now.
yeah.
I wish y'all could see her face. Oh my God, that was too good.
That's so true.
I wish that was on camera. Oh, shit. All right, the next one is a correct answer. The topic is life. According to Mama, what does it mean if your ears keep itching? A, somebody you need to wash. B, someone is talking about you. C, you need to see a doctor. Or D, you're about to fall in love. This is a correct answer. So I'm looking at the card, so I already know what the correct answer is. But this is according
like
to
it's
Mama.
D.
This is what Mama said.
Because somebody's talking about you is another thing. It's not your ears. Somebody's talking about you if
No.
it's a different thing, isn't it?
It's
if
your ear ringing.
If
Is your
your
ears
ear
ringing?
Is no,
If your ears,
I think it's no.
If your
it's,
ear is ringing, then somebody's talking about you.
That's what I thought.
no,
there's,
it's if you.
there's something else that people are talking about you.
It's B. I'm telling you, it's B. Because no. It has to be B.
Which one is it?
I'm gonna say D.
I'm gonna say D too.
You ready? I think I went with A the first time I read this one, and I was like, maybe it might be B too. I might be B just cause, but it's actually B. Somebody's talking about you.
Really? Ears are
I thought it
itching.
was-
Yeah, I've
Ears
heard
ringing.
ear.
Yes,
I've heard
itching.
ear ringing also, or
I feel like it's something. I feel like I've heard something else when people are talking about you.
Yeah. But Jazz is from the South, so definitely like if you wasn't gonna say nothing about that, all right, cool. But yeah, somebody's talking about you. So yeah, anybody want to read these next two?
I'll read them.
You read them? Come on, Chase.
All right, this one is.
Because I don't want to look at the answer.
This one is majority rules.
Majority rules.
Best television sitcom of all time. A, The Cosby Show.
Nah. Oh, Maury likes
shit.
the Cosby Show.
She liked The Cosby Show.
She was like, get that nigga over.
B, Martin.
All right. Sitcom?
Sitcom.
All right.
C, Good Times. Or D, The Fresh Prince.
Ooh, I think if this is a black card revoked, I think we're talking Fresh Prince.
Fresh Prince.
Actually,
Don't. Then
Come on, O'Day.
there's that other
Come on,
debate.
O'Day.
the Cosby Show.
There's that other debate
Come
of Fresh
on.
Prince versus Martin. I always
Come
go
on.
Martin. Yo.
Oh, Martin.
Thank you.
My bad. Martin
Always
was
go
in there. Martin was in
Martin.
there.
Yes.
Always
I
go
forgot
Martin.
Martin was in there. My bad.
Always Martin.
Yeah.
'Cause ever
Nah,
since-
black people and Martin is like I can't even describe. It's like white people and mayonnaise almost.
However,
like everything in our culture is based off of Martin. I feel like.
I feel like we all, there's that part deep down in all of us that we know what the correct answer is,
Yes.
but we won't say
We
it
can't say
anymore
it anymore.
we
because
saying it's not okay to be a Bill fan. No
it's
more?
not okay.
No.
But we all know what
It
the
was
correct
the mo-
answer
it
is.
was- it
Most
was-
influential,
yeah.
most.
Influential, positive, like it was the most positive. Because Good Times, that shit was depressing as hell.
Bruh.
I'm like, why we gotta be in this struggle? And then James ass died, and they was still in the damn
forgot
ghetto.
about
I
that.
was so mad.
forgot
JJ
about
got
that.
shot. No, JJ got shot, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Good Times is more realistic for where I was living at the time. I was like, the Cosby's is nice, but Good Times got that real.
The Cosby's was like just a great overall show, positive. I know you guys were, I'm sorry to go back to that, but you guys were talking about with the Robert F. Smith thing, like it's important to give back. I think for me, especially being like in media, it's important to show the world positive black people.
Yeah.
Word.
Because we don't have enough representation.
That's
and
true.
that's the first thing I thought about.
That's right.
Word.
So yeah. Next
All
question.
right, next question.
This is the last one we're doing?
Yeah, this is a correct answer
Correct
wins. Who wrote Lift Every Voice and Sing,
shit.
a.k.a. the Negro National Anthem?
We ain't getting this one right.
A, was it Langston Hughes? B, was it James Weldon Johnson? C, Booker T. Washington?
What?
Or D, Maya Angelou?
I knew they were gonna put her name in there.
That's funny.
I knew her name was gonna be in there.
All right, so whoever the second guy was, just because that's the only person whose name I don't know.
James
Yeah,
Weldon
that's
Johnson.
what I was gonna say. Yeah, and for the same reason too.
He's
like,
I don't know
Oh,
who that is.
hold on.
Like we know everybody else for something.
Okay, what do you know Booker T. Washington for?
I know he ain't right. That
Does nobody know what Booker T. Washington
something
did?
about a clock, or is that Benjamin Banneker?
Booker T.
That's
Washington.
Benjamin Banneker.
Ooh. Booker T. Washington.
Booker
was
T.
involved in-
Washington was like the architect for DC. Like he crafted the way that the streets
He's
are
an
set
architect.
up.
Yeah,
See,
yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't even know that.
That I knew. That
I thought he
knew.
had something to do
I
with
didn't know that
politics.
Washington.
Yeah, that was
Y'all
a
thought
chapter.
it was about George.
That was a chapter I skipped over in Black History Month.
I
All I know
rewrote
is-
my book.
part. All I know is that George Washington Carver held down peanuts.
Yeah, shout
Butter.
out.
Mad book reports and,
My
and,
God.
and assignments.
Absolutely.
on it.
Recycled book reports at
You
that.
know what? I'm mad. I wrote a book report on Ben Carson, and now I'm still pissed about it.
That's wild funny.
Wow, you thought.
You mad?
You thought.
When he originally was doing
Yeah,
the whole brain
yeah.
surgery thing.
When he was at John Hopkins.
Yeah. All right, so
the
that was
answer?
The
Wait,
answer.
what was the answer?
The answer is actually B. James
There we
Weldon
go.
Johnson.
James Weldon
Yo,
Johnson.
look at how black people like pick answers.
You know
Who
what I'm
knows the second verse though?
I don't know
Nobody.
I barely know the first verse.
Right.
What you talking
Did you? Speaking of, did you know there's a verse in one of the national anthems? Well, there's one of them that like everybody kind of skips over because
Yeah.
it's wild problematic.
Yeah.
about? Oh yeah, something about blowing people up or something like that.
What?
I think is that what we're talking
Nah,
about?
it's. I probably
Was
want
it
to
talking about bracing up your slaves or something
yeah,
like that? Like,
yeah.
yo, I told you that God Bless America shit is crazy, man.
Is it that one? I think it's that one.
I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna talk
You
about it.
can't.
All right, yeah, but one of them has a verse that like everyone just like, oh, that verse was never there. No, yeah, we know it was there.
We don't do that. We don't do
Yeah.
that. And 3/5 of a man. We're not.
No.
We're not. We just gonna skip over that part.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right.
All right.
So Black Card Revoked, again, super dope game. You can find them at cardsforeverybody.com. Also blackcardrevoked.com. Also Black Card Revoked on Instagram. Make sure, tweet them, add them on IG, all that stuff. The card game is super dope. There's like wild expansion packs. There's like a shade room pack if you into the gossipy stuff. What else they got, Jazz?
They have old school 1, which is 70s through 90s. They have old school 2, which is 60s through 80s. Girls Night Out, Black History. I'm sure they have more things coming up. So definitely check that out. Support Black business.
Support Black business. So that was a nice little fun episode. We gave you guys a
Nice.
little extra time than usual, right? So we want to get into these
Quick shout-outs.
These shout-outs. You got some shout-outs, yes?
I want to shout out my bestie, Kareem.
Oh,
Her birthday is tomorrow. She's turning 30, and then we're going on her 30th birthday trip to DR.
Nice.
Oh, that's next week?
It's on the June 3rd.
Oh, I'm lit. I'm going out to DR.
He's not, but that's cute.
All right. So party at the
So
crib.
happy birthday in advance, girl.
Happy birthday, Kareem. Love you, girl.
I want to give a shout out to my boy DJ D-Red, a.k.a. Wendell.
Yeah.
I want to say happy anniversary. It's his 1-year anniversary this Sunday, the 26th.
Yes.
He would have been he's going to be married for 1 year. Last year he had his wedding in North Carolina. I went out there. We had a blast.
And you took a page out of my book, too.
Yeah, I did the MCing for his wedding, which I had a good time.
Chase MC and weddings.
So,
it's lit.
yeah.
We turned this into a family business.
So shout out to my boy DJ D-Red, aka Wendell, man. I love you.
Big shout out to Wendell. And yeah, man, thank you for supporting us this whole time. So definitely happy anniversary to you and your queen, man. So my shout outs, I just wanted to shout out all the graduates. Everybody graduating, no matter what school you from, congratulations. If you
Even if it's
graduate,
community college.
you know what I'm saying? Even if, you know what I'm saying, you paid money for that piece of paper. If you got a cap and a gown, you know what I'm saying, congratulations to you. Everybody's doing that throwback post where, I remember when I graduated. It's like, all right, let somebody else get their shine. Let them rock. Let them rock. So shout out to everybody that's actually graduating. If you got any graduates in your family, again, I'm going to shout out my brother Niles, who's graduating June 20th. I'm going to shout him out a few more times.
Dr. Niles.
Dr. Niles. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to call my brother Dr. Niles for real. But yeah, also, I got a couple people. Call Me Ray and Dre. My guy Dre from the Movement. He's a comedian out here in Jersey. He hosted the Movement Monday with me the other night, so I thought that was pretty dope. Very funny guy. I know he's got some more shows coming up. His artist that he works with, Call Me Ray, wanted to be a guest on the podcast. I tell all the rappers, all my musicians and stuff like that, we're working on setting something up. But definitely, episode 20 we're gonna do live on Stationhead. So anybody that wants to be a part of the show, like I said, if you want to be a part of the show, definitely send us those videos on why you ain't got no hoes, or if you want to sing the song, or episode 20. Every 10 episodes, we're going to try to do an episode live on Stationhead. So that's your chance to be a part of it. So definitely tune in for that. And I think I wanted to shout out More Bookings, the whole More Bookings agency. They do showcases and stuff all over the world, but mostly focus in New York. So shout out Scott and the squad. Who else is in there? Swaggy, a couple people over there. Bino. Everybody over there. I'm supposed to be hosting some more showcases from them June 12th as well as June 18th. So any rappers or singers, anything like that, feel free to inbox more.bookings on Instagram if you guys are looking for a chance to be a part of a showcase or something like that. And I will be hosting it, so look at that. I think I had one more yout outs. Did I have any more yout outs? Oh yeah, if you didn't hear your yout out, that's what I was trying to read what I put there. If you didn't hear your yout out, if you've been listening consistently, if you've found us on SoundCloud, if you don't know one of us personally, but you've been listening, please share us on social media so we know who you are, so we can become familiar, so we can show you your love. All due respect, you know what I'm saying? We appreciate every single person that takes the time to click whatever button, and even if you only listen for a few minutes, because I know I'm looking at the stats, so I know some people aren't listening to full episodes, you know what I'm saying? So, like, please give us a little something if you're gonna share it on Instagram. Mainly Instagram is where we gonna repost you at. Word. But definitely want to shout you out in the next episode. So yeah, just everybody that's been listening, yeah, just, you know what I'm saying? If you want that love, everybody's not as narcissistic and like attention whore as I am. So if you want that love, you know, we definitely want to make sure you shouted out.
Like
and other
word, y'all Ishas out there.
And other podcasts out there, we are looking to collab. So if you either want to come on our podcast or want us to come on your podcast, definitely hit us up on Instagram and we see if we can set something up. Because we trying to go on a podcast run. We also want to get more people who listen to our podcast to listen to other podcasts. Yes. So definitely hit us up on Instagram and we'll see if we can set something up soon.
We're gonna have a nice little network going here.
I know. And as always, if you have any events, any social gatherings, any parties, any weddings, any other events that require hoes, please do not invite us because we don't have any hoes.
Please don't.
It's the Bros No Hoes Podcast. Peace.
Peace.
Pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew.